What is up, guys? In this lesson we're going to be learning how we can create an auto miner in Minecraft, and it's going to be used for mining cobblestone, but of course it's also going to have the functionality that switches pickaxes for us automatically, so we can just use 9 pickaxes very fast and maximize our retrieval of cobblestone. So it's going to be that simple, it's going to look this simple. I fast forwarded it because of course it's a long process, but as you can see we changed the pickaxe. So the first thing we want to do is open a new project in PyCharm, and we're going to be using Python 3.9 for this, and we want to go ahead and open up the terminal because we have to go ahead and pip install pyauto.gui. But as soon as it has done that, we can go ahead and close the terminal and close our project tab, because all we need to do is work in our main.py. And the first thing we have to do is import pyauto.gui as pt, and from time we're going to import sleep. Now the first thing we need to do is of course map an attack key to our character. So in Minecraft I use X to break blocks, and I recommend you do the same thing. Go to your settings and change the key bindings, or change at least one key binding so you can use it as an attack key. It just makes using Python a lot easier when it comes to this program. So I just mapped X to the attack key, and I just used this comment as a reminder that I did that. So now we can go ahead and create a function called mine_block, and it's going to take an amount of seconds. Then we have to go ahead and type in pt key down, and we want it to hold down the attack key. So we're just going to insert X, and then we want the program to sleep while it's holding it down. So we want it to sleep for the amount of seconds that we specified, and the amount of seconds we specify will depend on the pickaxe we are using. Then we can call pt key up, and we want to release the hold of X because of course we don't want to use it indefinitely. Up next, it's important that we specify how many pickaxes we have, and I'm just going to write 9. If you have less than that, just write the number you have. This will just tell the program how many times it should change the pickaxe. So now we can go ahead and create a for loop. It's going to say for I in range 1 to the amount of pickaxes we have plus 1. And inside here, we're just going to type in pt press, and we need to change the value of the current iteration to a string. And inside here, each time it changes, it's going to press that button. So just to explain this a bit better, this starts at the value of 1. So the first time it goes through this loop, it's going to press the number of 1. And then once it completes the loop, it's going to go to number 2. And of course, it's going to insert the number of 2 in here. So it's going to switch the pickaxe each time it goes through this entire loop. But next we need to go ahead and type in mine_block, and I'm going to insert 25 seconds. I actually timed that myself. So a gold pickaxe on cobblestone takes about 25 seconds to be used. So of course you need to change that based on which pickaxe you use, and it's just going to take you mining for maybe 30 seconds to a minute with the pickaxe before you can find out how long it lasts, and then just enter the approximate time in here. So for a gold pickaxe I recommend around 25 seconds. Then we're going to go ahead and print a log which will say pickaxe number I has been used. So this will just tell us which pickaxe we have used until now. And there's one thing I forgot to do, and that is to insert a sleep before we use the for loop. So inside here we're going to give it 3 seconds, and that's going to give us enough time to switch to Minecraft, start the game and start mining. Now we can go ahead and right click to run the program. We'll click on run, switch over here, and the first thing you should notice is that the pickaxe starts to actually work. And I recommend standing a bit closer, not that close of course, and just waiting for the cobblestone that you want to get. And as you can see, it changed it for us automatically. So now we are on pickaxe number 2, and the program is working just as we wanted to. But with that being said, guys, that's actually all I wanted to show you in this tutorial. Of course, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to answer it. Otherwise, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.